Hey everyone, I am back with another video, and in this video we're going to be doing a frame of mind. It has been a while since I have done a good old-fashioned declutter slash purge of art supplies, and so that is what we are going to be doing in this video. As well as really the only project that I have going on right now is doing this kind of Toon me thing for a friend. It's her nephew that I'm doing it for. I'm not a digital artist, and so we'll see how it goes because I'm going to be using Procreate and I'm just not really well versed, especially color theory and doing all that stuff. So I'm really nervous that this is going to turn out not great, but through the powers that be, hopefully it will be okay. And I'm going to be doing this early enough so if it's terrible, she at least has some time to go out and get something else.
Hold on tight. It'll be alright.
Before I do anything, this is usually what my charcoal area looks like after I'm finished with a piece. And so I'm gonna clean everything off because it's absolutely disgusting. And then I'm going to come back on and tape up my sketchbook and we're gonna do some swatches.
It's not fair. Did your time? How much longer will you suffer in this life? Don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright.
This is what I did on the Instagram live, and kind of considering this a warm-up because these turned out so much better. This is what I did on Facebook live, and I just, I felt a little bit more relaxed, I felt more warmed up, and I really like how these came out. So I have a really bad habit of doing something and then not putting my things away. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean up my area and then make it nice and sparkly, so when I come back from lunch to work on the Toon Me drawing, I won't feel cluttered, because I do believe that sometimes if your space is cluttered, then your mind is cluttered, and so yeah. I don't want to feel cluttered at this point in time. Because watercolor is not as messy as charcoal, I feel like I don't have as much of a cleanup commitment to have to do, but there are things that I don't want sitting out, like my water glass, because Winston at some point will come up here and knock it down or something like that. So I just want to make sure I'm keeping everything as pristine as I can in my area. This is a container that I used to use for my face removal wash whenever I would travel, but it's cracked and I don't really trust it for travel. It's like cracked where the lid goes. So I'm going to actually put some aloe vera gel into it so I can keep this in my art studio. And then when I'm finished using my brushes, I can thoroughly wash them out and then apply the aloe vera on them so that they can keep their shape. And then I'll just have them dry out on the, I almost said blanket, on the towel, but I'll just take like the clean water that I have and thoroughly rinse them out. And then I will slowly pat them off, pat them dry with my microfiber towel. And then put a little bit of that aloe vera gel in between my fingers and create like a cast. Hopefully this will keep the point really nice. throughout the lifespan of its life. For the lifespan of its life. What I do is I put a cloth down, but I make it so one end is higher up than the other end. And then I lay my brushes down where the bristles are at the smallest end. So there's like a small slant to them. And then that way the bristles aren't, or the ferrules are not going to be waterlogged and the glue is not going to come apart. And then you can see my aloe vera job with all my pretty points as well. So when I'm ready to use them, I'll just break that cast and they'll be ready to go. Because I'm not ready to use these things quite yet, I'm gonna go ahead and put them back so they're not cluttering up my workspace. And then I'm going to go ahead and fix some lunch, probably some veggies. We had tacos last night, so I may make up some really quick nachos for that. And Abner got me vegan cheese, so I have cheese to melt over everything, which is really nice to have. And then I'm going to start working on the Toon Me drawing, hopefully to finish today. I'm incorporating the background after I finish the rest of his karate uniform, and then send it to the client for approval, and then hopefully get that check marked out so we can start the declutter tonight. Well, I'm checking in because right now it's almost 4 and I am almost finished with the Toon Me thing for the client. And so I wanted to come on, do a little check-in. I'm going to go ahead and show what I have done, and then I'm going to ask the client if it's okay if I show it in the vlog or if I share it, just because this is something that I've never quite done before. It's kind of tough to make out exactly what is going on, but every single thing on this child's body has been drawn in digitally, and you can see all of my things going on. This is the original photo. These are some of the backgrounds that I was thinking about using. Like, let's see, this one. And then I thought about possibly using some of like the evil guys in Minecraft, but I kind of liked the difference, I guess, with it being completely 2D with this. And I might stick a Goomba, a squished Goomba, on one of his sides. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So right now, all I have left to finish is this, and then to do the Goomba part, and then I will call this finished. After I finish this and I send it to the client, I am going to partake in our own home happy hour here with Abner, and then I'm going to start decluttering all of my art supplies. And that should take me well into the night and quite possibly tomorrow. I am going to go through for paintbrushes, pencils, anything that is used to make marks. The only things that I'm not taking out are the pencils, my charcoal pencils that I'm currently using, because, you know, they're in there for specific reasons and I don't want to mix them up into everything. Okay. Oh dear. I have like sculpting and cutting tools right here, erasers, smudging things. I have a wine cork from when Abner and I went, oh, it was when we moved in. I even have the date right there. We shared some wine, and then I have a cork right here. This is our first Valentine's Day together. So I don't know why I'm keeping them in here. I think I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff already, but I have a lot of charcoal pencils, a lot of carbon type of pencils, blending stumps, microns, markers, random stickers that aren't really that great in quality, and then some miscellaneous stuff down here.
I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in
Okay, so we have the cutting utensils, and they're all going to kind of swoop down. So this is my X-Acto knife stuff, my linoleum block cutters, my sculpting stuff, and then erasers, and then all the dividers for this, for this section. And then we get down here and we have the pencils that really don't fit in any category. My white charcoal pencils. I need to get some more general soft charcoal pencils. And there's the extra soft blending items, markers. Then we come down here and it's leads for the mechanical pencils themselves. So the Tombow Fudenoski, my microns. These are the 005 to 02 size, and this is a 03 size to brush tip. And then the pencils that will not fit in any other area. And then we have like this very large open space for miscellaneous items. I don't remember why I have a mirror here. I think it was when I was doing the self-portrait study. All right, so that's my toolbox all cleaned out. I feel very good about that. Oh man, this thing is incredibly messy. Then we have my charcoal travel pouch. These are the dip pins with their nibs. And then this is my just everyday travel pouch. While we're here, let's go ahead and do one. So I haven't done this in a while, so I don't feel like I need to shuffle. Okay, so this one says, I am safe. If I could get it to focus, that would be amazing. I trust my intuition to lead me down the right path. Looking back on my trials, I see that I am still here and thriving. I always end up better, stronger, and wiser. I have proven to myself that I will always make it, time and time again. I've been really just, I guess, kind of down on myself and my artwork lately and feeling stuck. I don't know, it kind of bums me out to like get that, but at the same time I'm just kind of like, I think I needed to hear that as well, just with everything going on and with my art in itself, that for the most part everything that I post is well received. Everything that I try to do is supported by my family and friends and my husband, and I'm very grateful in that fact that I have the ability to experiment during certain times and be flexible with my style and to keep growing. Not everyone has that luxury. And so it makes me feel very grateful. Like it did its job. I'm full of gratitude now, and my mindset has been kind of changed a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. It did its job today. 'Tis a new day, and I have been pretty productive so far. At 9:30, I went live on Facebook and I streamed for an hour to warm up. And then at 10:30, I went live on Instagram and just now finished up the painting for the first character for the 6 fan arts challenge thing. So I feel very productive at this point, but now I have a complete mess on my table. I want to show you what I did as well, because I'm still very much getting used to watercolor, and it's taking me a bit to get readapted to it. These are the paintings that I did for the warm-up. I need to press this book, so because like the pages are so warped, but that's to be expected. I did an kind of like a abstract egg. It turned out a little different than what I was going for, but hey, what can you do? This scene kind of came out because I was thinking about like an Easter egg hunt, but it looks more just like a ball in a field. I really wish I had used not such a bright yellow for this, but I didn't do this part until after I had finished the clouds. And so I may try to do another scene somewhat like this, but using a warmer yellow. And this one, I found a photo on a landscape that was really pretty, and it didn't turn out anything like it, but I kind of like what happened. And you know, the symbolism could be, we all feel like this very lonely, barren tree right now, but there's light in the distance. I don't know. Whatever. So that is what I did for my warm-ups on Facebook live stream. And then what I did on Instagram during the live stream was an homage to All Real Monsters. Man, you can really hear the wind out there. But we have Ickis, Crumb, and Oblina. So yeah, you know, not bad for my first, you know, finished painting using watercolor. I mean, not my first ever, it's just been a while. But I really like how Oblina turned out. I think she's my favorite. I could have done a little bit more detail work all over the place, but I like how it turned out for the most part. And so I'm hosting giveaways on my coffee page, and this is going to be one of the first ones. That's where we are today. It's now I think 12:30ish, so I'm going to eat some lunch, maybe some leftovers from last night, and then what else? I might actually start editing this vlog because I think it's getting a little long, and I'm definitely going to start decluttering my sketchbooks, which that one's gonna be a tough one because I love all my sketchbooks and my watercolor pads. So it's gonna be a tough one to sift through, but hopefully there will be at least maybe 5 I can donate or something. My goal is 5, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. First things first, and I'm going to clean up my desk area because it is quite the mess. I'm back from my lunch break, and I took a little bit longer than an hour. But now we are going to start another section of the decluttering process. Oh boy. Well, this may look familiar from my sketchbook roundup that I did when I initiated my no-buy. These are the ones that I am keeping. Okay, so that's actually pretty good, I feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. And then I'll see if Abner wants this for work or anything. Oh, and thank you, Winston, for making an appearance. You know, the more I think about it, this was a buy one get one free sale that they were having at Michael's. So I'm going to take the one that has never been used, and I'm gonna go ahead and donate that as well. You know, it's for the kids. Here's what my shelf looks like now. These are the ones that are currently quote-unquote active, and I am going to pull out my book so we can resume the No F's project. I haven't done a No F's project in like a year. So maybe we'll start one soon. Is that weaving? Maybe I'll just pick a random chapter. It is make craft into art. Sounds like fun. Chapter that way. Capture childhood. Well, it was kind of in between capture childhood and share with the public. I don't know how much sharing I can do other than social media since we're all under quarantine right now.
I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair.
Alright, I have successfully finished editing the video files that I have done so far, and we're already at 20 minutes. So we're gonna end this vlog here. Even though I really wanted to have one vlog dedicated to decluttering, it just kind of got away from me. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!